Have you ever wondered why some interior designers seem to have a steady stream of ideal clients, while others are there struggling to find any work at all? Well, you might be surprised to know that the ones that are having success aren't necessarily more talented interior designers, it's that they're understanding their marketing funnel better. In today's video, I'm showing you exactly how to track your marketing funnel so that you can identify exactly where your potential clients are dropping off and how to fix it. So if you've ever felt frustrated because you're marketing consistently but you're still not seeing results, then this today is going to be the missing piece that you've been looking for. Now, in my last video, we talked a lot about the importance of consistent marketing and making sure that you're tracking your results. Today, we're taking that one step further by breaking down exactly how to track your marketing funnel when you're working as an interior designer. Because here's the thing, if you don't know where your funnel is leaking, you're going to keep pouring time and money into marketing activities that just aren't working for you. So if that's happening for you, then stick around and let me help you. I'm Kate Hatherall, and here at the Interior Designers Hub, we teach people how to get qualified as interior designers and then how to set up, grow and run successful interior design businesses. Now, most interior designers have a vague idea of what a marketing funnel is. So you need to attract people, which is the top of the funnel, and then guide them through to becoming clients at the bottom of the funnel. But when it comes to actually tracking this process, that's often where things fall apart. So I see designers making the same 3 mistakes over and over again. So first off, they track vanity metrics instead of conversion metrics. So for example, they might celebrate getting 500 new Instagram followers, but in fact, they've got no idea if any of those followers are visiting their website or inquiring about services. Secondly, they don't identify the specific stages of their customer's journey. Now look, every business has got unique touch points where potential clients are going to be interacting with your brand before they go ahead and make a decision to purchase. And if you don't know what those stages are for your business, then you can't measure them effectively, you can't track them, and you don't know how well your funnel's working. And then thirdly, you don't connect your marketing activities to revenue. So they've got no idea which marketing events, networking events, social platforms or content types are actually generating paying clients versus those that are just creating busy work. Now that leads to the biggest issue of all. So when your marketing isn't working, you've got no idea which part of it to fix. So you end up either keep doing the same thing, the same ineffective strategies and activities, or you start from scratch with something new, and neither of those things actually solves the problem. So let's break down exactly how to track your interior design marketing funnel in a way that actually generates real insights that you can use. So step 1, you're going to map out your customer journey. Now, every interior design business has got a unique customer journey, but most of them follow a general pattern. So it starts off with awareness. Potential clients discover your business. That could be through social media, referrals, local search, and so on. Secondly, then there's interest, where they might visit your website or follow you on social media to learn more. They then move into the consideration phase, where they might join your email list, download a lead magnet, or go through your portfolio. Then they show their intent. So this might mean that they book a discovery call or a consultation with you, or in some way show that they're ready to work with you. The next stage is evaluation, where they receive and consider your proposal. They then move on to purchase, where they're actually signing a contract and becoming a client. And then lastly is the loyalty stage, where their project's completed and they potentially refer you to others. So if you can take a minute to map out what this journey looks like specifically for your business, you're going to be ahead of the game. So where do most of your clients first discover you? What steps do they take before they book a call? And really understanding that part of the journey is the foundation of your tracking system. So step 2 is to identify key metrics for each stage in that journey. So now that you know your customer journey, you can look at and identify the metrics that matter at each stage. So here are the things to track. For the awareness stage, you're going to be looking at your website traffic, that's unique visitors to your site, your social media reach and engagement, your local search impressions. Now for the interest stage, you're going to be looking at how long people spend on your website, how many people look at your portfolio pages, how many people look at your blog post pages, and how many social media profile visits you get. At the consideration phase, you're going to be looking for email signups, number of lead magnet downloads, and how many people view your contact page. For that next step, intent, you're going to be tracking consultation bookings, contact form submissions, and direct messages requesting information. And then moving on to evaluation, you're going to be looking at proposal acceptance rate, the time taken from proposal to decision, and any objections raised during the process. For the purchase stage, you're going to be looking at your client conversion rate, your average project value, the time from the first contact to the signed contract. And then at the loyalty stage, you're going to be looking at your client satisfaction scores and the referral rate of them referring you on to other people and the repeat business percentage. The key is to focus on the conversion rates between these stages. So for example, what percentage of website visitors then go on to join your email list? What percentage of consultation calls convert into paying clients? These conversion rates tell you exactly where your funnel is leaking. And that data is super important. So step 3 is to set up a simple tracking system. Now here's where many designers get overwhelmed. They think they need all sorts of complex systems to track all of this data, but honestly you really don't. Here's actually what you need. You need some way of tracking your website data. That might be Google Analytics, which is free, or it could be your website provider's data. In your email metrics, again, that could be your website provider, or it could be your email provider, which could be MailChimp, ConvertKit, or whatever, or Kit as it's now known. For social media, the built-in analytics on each platform is going to give you everything that you need. And for everything else, you just record it on a simple spreadsheet. So if you're creating a spreadsheet, just create yourself columns for each stage of your funnel and rows for each week or month. And then you're just going to record your numbers consistently. So for example, week 1, website visitors 250, email signups 15, consultation bookings 5, proposals sent 3, clients signed 1, revenue £5,000. Week 2, website visitors 300, email signups 22, consultation bookings 7, proposals sent 4, clients signed 2, revenue 12,000. And then you're going to calculate your conversion rates between those stages. So email sign-up rate 6% in week 1, 7.3% in week 2. Consultation rate 33% in week 1, 31.8% in week 2. Your proposal to client rate 33% in week 1, 50% in week 2. Now this simple tracking is going to reveal that in week 2, your email sign-up rate improved, but your consultation rate slightly decreased. Now meanwhile, your closing rate significantly improved. And it's these insights that tell you exactly what's working and what needs attention. Now, I don't suggest that you necessarily make big decisions based on week-by-week data, but the longer that you track, the more that you can see the patterns in this data. Step 4 is to connect your marketing activities to your results. Now, this is the most important part, is connecting that specific marketing that you do to these metrics. So you can add a notes section to your spreadsheet where you record exactly what marketing activities you did each week. So for example, did you publish a new blog post? Or did you send an email newsletter? Or did you attend a networking event, for example? Was there a particular promotion that you were running? Now, over time, you're going to start to see patterns. So maybe your website traffic always spikes when you send an email newsletter, for example. Or perhaps your consultation bookings increase after you post before and after project reveals on Instagram, for example. And it's these patterns that tell you which marketing activities actually drive results so that you can do more of what works and less of what doesn't. So let's get practical and take an example. So let's say we've got Sarah, who's an interior designer who specialises in kitchen renovations. So she tracks her funnel and notices that lots of people visit her website, let's say 500 a month, and a good number join her email list, 50 a month, but very few of them book consultations, only around 3 a month. Now, this data tells her that the leak in her funnel is between the consideration and the intent stages. So people are interested enough to join her email list, but they're then not taking the next step to book a call. So rather than just going around like a headless chicken, completely overhauling her marketing, she's then going to focus specifically on proving this conversion point. So she's going to add more compelling calls to action to her emails. She's going to create an automated email sequence specifically designed to encourage consultations. And perhaps she's going to offer free 15-minute kitchen assessment calls or something as a lower commitment first step. Now, after implementing these changes, Sarah's consultation bookings increase from 3 to 12 per month without getting any additional website traffic or email subscribers. And that's the power of identifying and fixing the specific leaks in your funnel. So here's how you can apply this to your business today. Firstly, create yourself a basic tracking spreadsheet. You're going to include columns for each stage of your funnel and start recording your weekly numbers, even if you're just estimating it first. Imperfect data is better than no data at all. Secondly, you're going to identify your biggest leak. Look at the conversion rates between each stage and identify where the biggest drop-off occurs, and that's your priority to fix. Now, thirdly, you're going to brainstorm 3 specific actions you could take to improve that specific conversion point. Now, don't try to fix everything at once. Focus on the biggest leak first. And then fourth, you're going to implement those changes and track your results for at least 30 days, if not 90. So did the conversion rate improve? If yes, great. And if not, you need to try a different approach. And finally, you need to make this tracking a weekly habit. So set aside 30 minutes every Monday morning or Friday afternoon to update your numbers and to analyse the results. And this consistent reviewing is going to give you incredible insights over time. Marketing your interior design business doesn't have to feel like throwing random strategies at the wall and hoping that something sticks. It's a strategic process, and with the right tracking systems, you can identify exactly what's working, what's not, and what to do about it. And if you're ready to get serious about tracking your marketing funnel, I've created a free checklist to help you to identify where the gaps are in your funnel so that you can stop that leaky bucket. If you'd like to get your hands on it, just comment trouble and we'll send it across to you. And of course, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and to hit the subscribe button. So, time for you to start tracking your funnel today so that you're going to know exactly how to turn your marketing efforts into paying clients. I'll see you next time.